The crystal skulls. These enigmatic objects have fascinated explorers, mystics, and historians for centuries. Carved from clear or milky quartz, they are said to be ancient relics possessing mysterious powers and lost knowledge. According to legend, there were originally 13 crystal skulls created by an ancient civilization, perhaps the Maya, the Atlanteans, or even beings from beyond our world. When united, these skulls are said to reveal the secrets of existence itself, unlocking a higher consciousness and ushering in an age of enlightenment. Archaeologically, many crystal skulls surfaced in the 19th century, sparking debates about their authenticity. Some believe they were carved with ancient tools long before modern precision technology, while skeptics argue they are 19th century fabrications. Regardless of their origin, the skulls continue to inspire fascination. In spiritual circles, they are believed to hold healing energy, amplify thought, and serve as conduits to other realms. Whether artifacts of lost civilizations or symbols of human imagination, the crystal skulls endure as icons of mystery and transcendence. The Eye of Horus, an ancient Egyptian symbol of protection, royal power, and health. The Eye of Horus, also known as the Wajet, traces its origin to the myth of Horus, the falcon-headed god. After Horus battled Set, the god of chaos, his eye was torn out and later restored by Thoth, the god of wisdom. The restored eye came to represent healing, wholeness, and divine order. Egyptians wore it as amulets for protection, and it adorned tombs, ships, and temples to ward off evil. The eye's parts were even used in mathematical symbolism, representing fractions that together form a whole, another reflection of balance and restoration. Today, the Eye of Horus remains one of the most recognizable symbols from ancient Egypt, seen as a watchful guardian, bridging the material and spiritual worlds. The Seal of Solomon. This legendary symbol, often depicted as a hexagram or interlocking triangles, is said to have been engraved on the ring of King Solomon, granting him command over spirits and the natural elements. According to Jewish, Islamic, and mystical traditions, Solomon's ring allowed him to summon angels, control demons, and speak with animals. With its help, he built the Temple of Jerusalem and maintained harmony between divine and earthly realms. In esoteric lore, the seal represents the union of opposites, heaven and earth, light and dark, spirit and matter. It became a central image in alchemy, and later appeared in various mystical systems as a symbol of perfect balance and divine wisdom. Though its physical existence remains uncertain, its symbolic power endures, representing the mastery of both the outer and inner worlds. The Spear of Lugh. In Celtic mythology, this was one of the 4 treasures of the Tuatha De Danann, a mythical race of gods and heroes from ancient Ireland. The spear belonged to the god Lugh, a master of all arts and crafts, said to have been forged in the otherworld. The spear was so powerful that it could never miss its target and was unstoppable in battle. It was said to blaze with fire, its heat so intense that it had to be kept in a cauldron of water when not in use. The Spear of Lugh symbolizes divine authority, victory, and the unstoppable force of destiny. In later retellings, it became linked to the concept of spiritual focus, the unerring power of will, guided by higher purpose. The Mirror of Yata. One of the 3 sacred treasures of Japan, the Mirror of Yata represents wisdom and truth. According to Shinto mythology, it was used to lure the sun goddess Amaterasu out of her cave after she had withdrawn from the world, plunging it into darkness. The gods placed the mirror at the cave's entrance, reflecting Amaterasu's radiant light. Curious, she emerged, restoring daylight to the world. Since then, the mirror has symbolized the clarity of self-reflection and the light of divine truth. It is said to be preserved at the Iski Grand Shrine, one of Japan's holiest sites. Together with the sacred sword Kusanagi and the jewel Yasakani no Magatama, it forms the imperial regalia, embodying the virtues of valor, wisdom, and benevolence. The Mirror of Yata remains a sacred symbol of divine presence and enlightenment, reminding humanity that truth itself is a reflection of the divine. The Trident of Poseidon. This legendary weapon of the sea god Poseidon stands as one of the most iconic symbols in Greek mythology. Forged by the Cyclopes in the depths of the ocean, the trident was said to command storms, earthquakes, and the very tides themselves. With a single strike, Poseidon could shatter rocks, stir tempests, or calm the raging sea. The trident represented both creation and destruction, its power capable of bringing life to the oceans or ruin to coastal lands. In ancient art, Poseidon is rarely depicted without his trident, symbolizing divine authority over all waters. Beyond myth, the trident became a universal emblem of mastery, control, and balance, three prongs representing dominion over sea, sky, and earth. Even today, it endures as a symbol of power rooted in nature's raw, untamed force. The Stone of Destiny. Also known as the Lugh File, this ancient stone was the coronation seat of the kings of Ireland. According to Celtic legend, it was brought to Ireland by the Tuatha De Danann, a race of divine beings. When the rightful king stood upon it, the stone would roar with joy, proclaiming his legitimacy. The Stone of Destiny came to symbolize divine authority, truth, and sovereignty. Some versions of the tale connect it with the biblical Stone of Jacob, suggesting it was carried from the Holy Land to Ireland and later to Scotland. For centuries, it lay beneath the coronation chair at Westminster Abbey, used in the crowning of British monarchs, a reminder of the ancient belief that true rule is sanctioned by forces greater than man. To this day, the Stone of Destiny stands as a relic of kingship, myth, and divine right, the Rod of Asclepius. In Greek tradition, this staff entwined by a single serpent is the symbol of healing and medicine. It belonged to Asclepius, the god of physicians, who learned the secrets of life and death from the serpent itself. Unlike other divine weapons, the rod was not a tool of war but of restoration. Its serpent, shedding its skin and renewing itself, came to represent rebirth and eternal life. The worship of Asclepius spread throughout the ancient world, where healing temples known as Asclepius served as sanctuaries for the sick. Pilgrims would sleep within their halls, dreaming of divine remedies revealed by the god. Today, the Rod of Asclepius endures as the universal emblem of medicine, a timeless reminder that knowledge and compassion are the truest forms of power.